Hey
Good
guys,
morning.
Jim, how you doing?
How are you? How are you? Can I just double check really quick? How do we pronounce your name? Is it Alemão or is it different pronunciation?
Alemão.
No, you can talk like this, or
Oh,
if you
Actually,
wanna talk more like a Brazilian guy, you can talk Alemão.
oh, okay, okay.
yeah, I want to ask
Awesome.
you about your name because you're from Brazil, right? Is there a reason your
Yeah,
name is like German in Portuguese?
yeah. So many people ask me about this. It's because when I was younger, I'm looking really like a German guy because my family is from German. So here in Brazil, everyone calls me Alemão, Alemão. Oh, call Alemão here. Let's play. Let's do something. It's just because I'm really looks like a German guy.
You do, you do. I've spent a year in Germany. I just got back a month or two ago, and yeah, I thought so too. When I saw your creator stuff come through when we were like getting the pages ready and stuff, I was like, "Does look kind of German." Yeah, no, that's funny that there's that correlation. But without further ado, let's jump into your lore and your backstory and stuff like that. So, what was your introduction to Web3 and Ronin?
So, like some people here, I think I started on 2021 with some games. I was just looking for something to mix. One thing that I love, it's play games and how to get more money. And because I was studying about investments, so I started to study about crypto. And that time I look about one game. It was Axie Infinity. I
Yes.
look that and I start to think, oh, what's this? Really? People are making
Earning money
money?
from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I think
reaction, right?
I remember when I told this to my wife and she looks to my face and told me, "Are you fucking kidding me? That is not possible. All you do when you play games is spending money, spending money. It's not possible to get money with games." So I started to play and I show her my first withdrawal. And her
I bet
look
that was a
and
good
say,
moment.
"Whoa, you really did this playing this game?"
Then she probably started encouraging you to go play it more, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I started to play Axie every day and study more and try to be more in the Web3 games.
And
And
maybe the biggest question is, did you convert her over to playing the game as well?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She's
really? That's
my
awesome.
After that, she started to play with me. She started to talk to me. Oh, let's search more. There are so many games that we can play, and there was maybe we can find something more funny to me. It's because she loves to play farmy games, you
Got
know.
you. So Pixels?
So yeah, man,
Oh, okay,
you
so Pixels was like the divine like savior for her, I guess. If when she found that, does she still play?
she yeah, she used to play. She in fact, when her start to play, she was in a really hard moment of her life.
Got you.
She was with depression,
Mm-hmm.
so she started to play Pixels, and that changed everything. She found one reason to go out the bed and start to do things again.
No,
So
that's
she
awesome,
started to
man.
play every day. She loved Pixels.
Yeah, I mean, like there is really I say it a lot. There is no better feeling of like when you actually have a game that you can't wait to get out of bed and actually play and stuff. And I will say a credit to the Pixels community. Like the community itself is so welcoming and so like it's like a warm community, you know what I mean? Like everybody's on good vibes, at least most of the time. So like, you know, it's definitely one of those communities where you can kind of be comfy in and chill and just enjoy being part of. So, you know, when you're saying that she was kind of dealing with that kind of stuff, I really, off the top of my head, can't think of another like better game in the like space to dive into and like, you know, help overcome those kind of emotions and feelings and stuff like that than the Pixel community. So that's awesome. That's really awesome to hear that she came from Axie, you know, obviously the introduction from you, and then ended up diving into Pixels, and it really helped her, like, and her life, not just in a financial way, but just in general.
Yeah. I think it's not because I'm here with you guys, but I need to say this. When I dive deep in running, I found a really rude community. I don't
Mhm.
know how can I explain this, but I think the running community is not just a community, you know. It's like a really family. When you start to talk with everyone, and when you start to know more about this, you can really found a family. And is this with if is this what we found here?
Yes.
So because of this, we start to go more deep in running, and we don't wanna go out. You know.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure because, like, you know, as you said, I mean, I had the same kind of feeling. Like, that's why got so active in the Moku Discord at the beginning, right? Like, everybody was so like interconnected, and like people were just talking in here just because, like, they were just like, you know, hanging out and talking with each other and just having a good time just because they wanted to. There was no reason for it. People just like being here, and I'm sure if you talk with a lot of people from Moku at this point, like people just this is their main base kind of thing, and like to expand it to the wider Ronin ecosystem, it is for something so vast and so big with so many players, it is a really close-knit family vibe community. Like everyone kind of knows everybody, like everyone's kind of supporting everybody, whether you're doing Pixels or like Axie or anything like that. Like everyone's quite supportive on the timeline of everybody else's you know, work and content that they put out. So I totally agree with what you're saying there, for in regards to the family vibe from Ronin. And you know, it's awesome to hear people say that they have that kind of vibe. But let's dive into like we obviously know what inspired you to get into Web3 and Axie and stuff like that. But what inspired you to start creating your own content? Were you always a content creator, or was it something that happened kind of after you found Axie and stuff?
So I really started to create content on 2023.
Got you.
Uh, I didn't start before this because we was on a really complex moment of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2023, we started to talk better and thinking, so we are here doing this every day. And I think there are so many people doing this too. And maybe they need to find some help, you know, because we saw a lot of posts on the YouTube, Twitch, and X, but I think it's a lot of posts just chilling games, you know,
Yeah.
not that talking. Oh, come here, guys. Let me explain to you what is this really. What
Yeah.
this
So
game you want to do? What is this project? So
yeah,
I
that's
start to
something
talk.
I noticed with the tutorials. You wanted to take the tutorial route and give people more info and like teach people how to actually play these games.
Yeah. In fact, before I start to work with just work with Web3, I was a teacher. So
Oh,
uh,
okay. So it probably really benefited you when you were swapping over to trying to make like teaching content then that you already had
yeah,
that kind of experience.
yeah. So there is nothing better than you teach something to someone and try to don't make this so complex, because the Web3 is a really huge complex content. If you
Yes.
start to dive deep in, you're gonna see, oh, this protocol want to do this and you need to make this. So I think this is so boring, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
And like it can be very overwhelming as well, right? Because there is so much going on. Like, you know, if you like, obviously we're in the space, we're in the Web3 space, so like things make a lot more sense to us. But I can definitely understand the other side of things where if you are not aware of Web3 at all and you try to get into it, there is so much to learn. Like there's a huge learning curve at the start.
yeah, it's a really rude work you need to do. So I start to think, so why you don't this from another way? I think we could do fun stuffs to explain and teaching, and with this my way, I found a way to interact with more peoples and bring more people for the Web3. It's because of this my wife started. I bring in I bring some friends of mine. My niece too comes here, and she is
Okay.
just 12 years young. She's so young, and she's starting to learn about this just
No
because
way.
we show her, look this game,
Yeah.
and
that
she
is
loves to play.
That is, yeah, but that is the thing. Like, it is fun to play these things, and like, you know, it's thanks to people like you that are creating the educational content and the onboarding content that, like, and especially because you know you highlighted that you realized that from the Brazilian community, like there was a lacking of content. Like, you know, we've seen it with a lot of creators on here, no matter what region they're from. They notice that there is a lack of content for people from that region, and then they go out and make the content themselves out of like a necessity. And like, you know, you're seeing the direct result of that. Like you're onboarding you know, family members and friends that are like, you know, even down to 12-year-old jumping on and playing these games now. So, you know, the role you play in the ecosystem and the content you make is like very, very important. I'm just gonna change this song because this is. But yeah, no, this is really important. And like, what was the deciding factor for you to go into making more so video and streaming content over threads and stuff?
I think it's because it's a problem of mine. When I start something, I can't do this the easiest way, you know? So if I start to do this, I think I need to do this every single day. I will not stop for anything. So when I start to do content on YouTube, Twitch, and X, I just stop and look for my wife and told her, if I start to do this, I will do every single day. Every single day. I will not stop for nothing.
Yeah.
Because I think when you do every day one thing, you could learn more and do this better.
For sure.
And,
like you have to fully immerse yourself into stuff like this if you want to get the results you're kind of seeking.
Yeah. Just to know, when I started on my first three months, I think I just posted around 100 videos on YouTube.
No way.
Yeah, I was posting 2 videos each day. It was really crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, like as Bean just highlighted, and we highlighted in the creator corner, like you have like amounted such incredible stats, like 26.3k followers, like you've posted 600 times on X, 300 YouTube videos, and 260 streams on Twitch. Like you know, you're when you had that conversation with your wife and saying that you were like going to fully lock in, like you were not lying. You know, I think consistency speaks for itself in this space and when it comes to content creation. And you have clearly, you know, been consistent and clearly shipping. And you know, I understand the struggles of having that kind of conversation with somebody and like trying to get across, like, you know, if you step into this and you try to be part of this Web3 world, it can be very time consuming. It can be like very isolating at times because of the amount of time and involvement it takes to do this. And not everybody's going to understand that, right? It can lead to very like tricky situations and stuff. So, you know, it's good that you have the support and, you know, you were able to actually just fully get in on the content creation and look at the results it's after coming to now.
Yeah. It's really crazy.
But like, do you think that, you know, having the support to do that and stuff is what like kind of let you like stream on Twitch so regularly and like be as active as you are? That somebody was just there, like being able to support. Obviously, she got engaged in Axie and stuff as well, so it probably wasn't as difficult once she understood what was happening and everything.
I think the most important thing in my life to do this is her, you know.
Yes.
So without her, I think I couldn't do this. I'm sure about this. Without her, I couldn't do this because she's my partner on my life, on my job, on my content creation. She do. I usually talk. I'm the face on the front.
Oh, and she's the brains in the back.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a cool dynamic to have, man.
She bring me all the things, and she just say to me, "I bring you the project, the game. Now you need to do your part. Go learn about this. Go find a way to show this for everyone, and we just do this. We work together. I record the video and shoot, and she does all the other things. She
does
get
the editing?
video. She posts. I'm sorry.
Does she do the editing and stuff of the videos?
Yeah.
What? Oh, bro, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really crazy. see
really
her doing
cool.
this. It's really crazy for me.
No, that's awesome. Like you're so lucky to have somebody that's as supportive of, as that in the space and stuff like that. Because as I said, not a lot of people understand. That's so cool, man. That she's so involved in your content and your journey. Because like, you know, the whole thing of like you being the face of it and her doing the brains of it that's sick. And it's paying off. Like look at all the things you've achieved. And you know, you're saying your goal as a content creator is just to reach more and more people every day and transmit as much as possible. And I mean, there is no stronger goal than that to just, you know, widen your community and widen the awareness of, you know, the stuff that you're doing. So is there anything that you currently are like aiming for in the next couple of months with the way Ronin is right now? Like what kind of content are you wanting to hone in on? Are you streaming regularly?
So I streaming every day Axie. I still playing Axie every day.
Got you.
I know for some people this is a really crazy thing because a lot of people come for Axie because he was paying a lot when he started. But I think Axie is a really good project with good content, with the Rudy updates. I was playing through these new games that bring to running. Mm-hmm. So one game that I'm loving to play when it was open, it was Fishing Frenzy.
I knew you were going to say that. Yes, I've seen a lot of people really, really love and enjoy Fishing Frenzy. And I'm very excited to jump into the second season of it, because at the time of the first season, I didn't really have much time to dig into it properly, but I have seen so many people speak so well of that game. So, that's awesome. And I mean, if you're going to be making content on it, then I will definitely be tuning in to see how to get the best start when the season 2 starts of it, for sure.
Yeah, I'm really crazy about this game. I'm looking forward when they start the next season. On the first season, I just posted one video, and around 600 players start to play about this video. They just saw my video, and they told me, "Whoa, this is so chilling." I'm started to play, and
Yeah.
I cannot stop.
I mean, and I think from what I've seen, is like with Fishing Frenzy, the onboarding process seems to be quite easy. As you said, the game isn't super complex. So it's definitely one of those games that you can recommend to maybe your Web 2 friends and jump in with them, and like they can get used to it very, very quickly.
Yes. Another game that I'm loved to play it was Runiverse. Forgotten Runiverse.
Yes.
It was really, really good.
It
was
agreed.
the first time that I saw my wife playing a RPG.
No way.
She didn't like it. Yeah, she didn't like it. And when they started the game, I saw her playing like 16 hours in one day.
Bro,
so I saw that. I told her, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
I mean, there's nothing better than having like your wife or your partner play games like that, because you already have one extra person in your party, right? When you're farming quests and stuff like that, you can already just do it all together. That's just it's awesome. No, that's really cool, and I'm sure you guys are excited for the full launch of Forgotten Runiverse. I know it's coming in Q1. They've said it quite often now, and it seems to be getting closer. They have been a lot more active on socials and everything. So it's probably an exciting time for you guys for that to come out soon.
Yes, yeah. I stayed a little bit sad because the last time they opened it, just for one day, we lost it because we weren't in our home.
Got you.
Yeah, we saw that videos they posting about the mounts.
Yes.
We look that. Oh, look this horse! Come on, we lost this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I think they were the mounts that you can get in Mavis right now. They were just active in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some mounts. I don't want to be the person walking around in Runiverse, I can tell you that much. So I made sure to get some. But anyway, this was really, really cool getting to know your story. You spoke super well, man. I know English probably isn't your first language, and like you killed it. So is there any like last kind of advice or words or stuff that you want to say to the audience in regarding you and your content, or maybe like advice for other content creators?
Oh, I think about content creation, about for everyone. If you want to start to do this, just start. Don't stop the right moment to do this, the perfect way to do. No, just start it, and you can start. Show to the people that is most important to you about this is so important to me. Could you support me? And maybe you can get this support.
Maybe you can get a very, very, very lucky wife that is going to support you and help you out with editing your content.
Yeah. If you are a really lucky guy or a really lucky girl, you could get someone who will stop everything and just say, "Well, let's do this together."
Bro, beautiful. Beautiful. You're very lucky.
And the last thing that I want to say is, if you are looking for a family, running is your place. running is like a really big family that will hug you and show you all the love you can get.